Hey everyone, this is the Italian Stalion with the Card Fight Vanguard Club today. First rule, we don't talk about it. Second of all, we're going to go ahead into the deck profile. First, it's the starter. I can't play anything else because there's nothing out yet. Second, we're going to go with the trigger lineup. As you can see, we have our very standard... Oh, what's this? You're probably wondering why I'm only running 6 crit. Well, that's alright because I'm running 6 draw instead. And you're probably wondering why I haven't decked out. But actually, I didn't. So, and then you play 4 heals. I'm not a man. I would have put other triggers in instead, but I'm not a man. I have to run the 4 heal. So we'll move on to the next option. Grade 1 is we're going to play 3 of Blvd. I hope I said his name right. And he's really cool. If you don't know what he does, you can, when you guard with him, you soul charge a card. And then if you soul charge him from the deck, or actually at any point, you can get 10k to your Vanguard, and that really helped with pushing. And second is the big thought herself, Doreen the Thruster. She's really hot. I like her. I run her because also she gives 5k pretty much every time. That's how I was able to put people down, is with her. She's number 1 waifu, except for Hatsune Miku and Yuki from Sword Art. I had that mat too, but that's irrelevant. So I run 3 of him. He's really cool. I like his artwork. His fist is just like, give me the suck. No, actually, it's you play him because when you put him on the field, you then also charge him and then soul charge another card from the deck, pumping this bitch. And I run 3 of all those other cards because I could not decide what I liked more. Except I have another player on this channel named Payne. He actually recommended I add this card, and it was a very wise decision. Congratulations to him. I become a better player. Shoutouts. And then I'm gonna run 4 of him. I don't know why you wouldn't, unless you're, not a Vanguard player. I don't understand why you wouldn't run 4. Honestly. All right, next I won 1 Grim the Ripper. Gwyn the Ripper. Sorry, I guess I'm stupid. But today, I never played him once during all my games. I used him as fodder when I did the Soul Charge 3 to when I attack with No Life King, and then that's later. Oh, spoilers, by the way. And then I never got his other ability off. I only did the Soul Charge, so I'm not sure how that would have worked out, but I guess it would have been okay. And then 2 here. This is another recommendation. I used to play 4 of him. But this week I knocked him down to 2 because he's ugly, honestly. That's pretty much the reason why. He also only soul charges. When you soul charge a Blvd, you get to unflip the damage. And that was pretty cool. I like that, especially when you combo. When you go into... When you play him, then you give the 10k from here, and then this skill, 10k to Vanguard, then you get, Doreen the Thought, all that power. I mean, it just becomes ridiculous. Like, the highest today I had was, I think with the trigger, it was 108,000. So that was pretty exciting. And then next we go on to Big Bad Wolf. He didn't knock down anyone's house, but he only knocked down the players when I destroyed them. Just kidding. I only made 3rd. I'm actually kind of bad at this game. Alright, so next we go into 4. You should just always attack and destroy this card. If you don't, I'm actually surprised that some of the other card fighters this week didn't target him as much as I thought he was going to, but they must have had their own plans. Personally, I'm scared of him, and I even own the card, so we'll move on to the big baddies. First we play, I think this is actually a more standard grade 3 lineup. I only know her as the card that allows me to win games, but she's Demon Eater. And like I just said, she allows me to win the game. There has only been 1 time where I had to use him and then ride into another one instead of her, because during one of my opponents during the Neo Nectar match had I thought he might have had a perfect guard, and then when And then when I thought about it, he actually did not, because he perfect guarded the turn before. So that's when, instead of going into her, you get more power, and then that's when I had the 108,000 earlier. Spoilers, by the way, again. And then she's good, allows you to draw a card, counter blast, you get 10k, put everything into the soul. I mean, geez, just very strong. Now, he's more consistent. He's also pretty badass looking. That's why you run him. Not because of the excellent ability that allows you to counterblast, to soul charge 2, and then just ruin everyone's life with the consistent 1 retire a turn. No, you only run him because of this right here. He just Kamehamehas everyone's day. And then the people who don't have a life have to run no life Death King. The big bad himself. Just when you ride him, pretty much it's just you just need to win that turn, because otherwise he goes down to the 12k the next turn if you don't win. And then you could always still use a skill to soul charge and then do a bunch of other nonsense, but really it's always good riding him for that finisher. And also, I'm not really sure what his fetish is with all this in the background. I feel like that weighs him down. He probably could stand another time, honestly, if he wanted to, but he has that anger. It just weighs him down, literally. Okay, so we're moving on to the tokens, and I know you're very interested in this. You gotta give him the Tetsu. And then he has a lot of hair. I don't know why he doesn't get a haircut. That's probably why he lost that Link Joker match.
Spoilers, dude.
Absolutely. And then we also have more of the no-life Death King, because, I mean, geez, you just can't get enough of him. I would play 8 in the deck, but you're only legally allowed to run 4, and I'm not a fan of cheating. And then next, no, he's actually not in the deck, but he's the reason why I even got the 3rd place. Just the best, absolute all-around. I would run him in the deck, but I'm not manly enough. I have to be a no-life and go with the king himself. I'm not manly enough to ride him. Definitely respectable. I had him right next to my board the whole time. And then it was just good games from there from all of my opponents.
So what were your matchups today?
Yeah. So matchup today was against Joey with the Gold Paladins. And he kind of was pushing my teeth in because I wasn't actually playing cards on the field. And next time, and I learned from that because in the stages going forward, I was able to be a little bit more aggressive, especially with him. Oh yeah, definitely him. Pretty sure he gave somebody the clap. And then her, definitely best waifu of all time. Basically with these cards, that's pretty much the only way I was able to win other than hitting triggers. I feel that's the best strategy, is definitely hitting triggers. You just have to, also in the second game I had against Oracle Think Tank, it was just a very, very long game. We were both protecting each other with the condom guard. I mean, my God, this is just taking like forever with the Oracle Think Tank. Then next was Neo Nectar. That's one I talked about earlier, where it's always detrimental to either use this or this card, because, you know, my God, it all depends on the numbers and the amount of perfect guards that they have in their hand. What?
He's not just yours, he's mine too.
I don't.
He doesn't even know what he said.
You just ruined the state of mind.
I don't care.
Please continue.
Yeah, trying to be.
Alright, so what else? Anything else?
And then Royal Paladins is just, the last game was Royal Paladins, and it was mostly about sitting on him the whole time, trying to get rid of those support, because just that force always constantly going in and trying to like beat my ass. So definitely once I drew this card, then I had no life. But mainly it's because of him. I always had him next to me. He's the avatar. Alright guys, well that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy more of the card fight Fight Club's content. And we'll see you in the next video. Stalion out.